Have you ever thought about writing your own living trust thinking, it's easy as filling out a few forms? Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. It's like baking a cake. You miss one ingredient and the whole thing just falls flat. Hi, I'm estate planning attorney Mike Smith with Smith Barid LLC, and I'm one half of the Estate Planning Guys. Today, we're diving into the question of, can you write your own living trust? The short answer is technically yes, of course you can. But just like in baking, having the right ingredients and knowing how to mix them properly is crucial. So let's start by understanding what a living trust is. A living trust is a legal document that, like a will, outlines how you want your assets to be handled upon your death. However, unlike a will, it allows for the management of those assets during your lifetime, and it can provide privacy, and it avoids probate when you die. So it avoids that court process that will happen when you die if you have a will or if you have no estate plan at all. Now, let's discuss why creating a living trust yourself can be tricky. First, consider the legal jargon and complex state laws that can vary significantly. So in order to create a living trust, you need to know about trust law, you need to know about property law, you need to know something about tax law, and all of those things intersect in a living trust. And if you miss one of those areas, if you get something wrong, it can create a huge problem. Each clause and wording in a trust has legal implications, and that can alter the outcome. So it's like following a recipe. If you misinterpret one of the steps in the recipe, the whole recipe can go wrong. Next, there are the subtleties of your personal circumstances. So every family is unique with its own dynamics and needs, and tailoring a trust to fit these specifics requires more than just a standard template. It requires having the experience of working with families in creating estate plans, and then also helping those families after a loved one passes away to administer the trust. And those are things that an experienced estate planning and estate administration attorney are going to know about. So there are things that have come up during that attorney's experience, or that he or she may have learned from other attorneys, that are going to impact the way that the cake is baked. So if you're interested in learning more about how we help families protect their legacies from probate, predators, and government intrusions, I wrote a free book titled The Ultimate Gift that lays it all out. If you'd like to pick up your free copy of The Ultimate Gift, simply click the link below, give us your address and a credit card for shipping and handling fees, and we'll ship it out to you free of charge. Read The Ultimate Gift so you can learn how to protect your family. So it's really important that someone has that experience so they know kind of what to expect. And don't forget about updates and amendments to the trust. Life changes, so think about your own family. There have been marriages, divorces, births, deaths, and each of those things mean that your trust will need to be adjusted. It will need to be adapted to fit those circumstances in your life. And knowing how and when to make these changes is vital. So in our practice, we like to meet with clients at least every 3 years, if not annually, to go over any changes that may have happened in their family or changes that may have happened in the law that impact their planning. So it's really important that the plan is constantly adjusted to match up with whatever your current life circumstances are. So then there are also some pitfalls that can happen. Some common mistakes include not funding the trust properly, and we've gone over that in other videos that you can see on our channel on how to fund the trust and why it's so important. Overlooking the designation of a suitable trustee. So, making a bad choice in trustee unfortunately can derail the plans, and that's part of what an estate planning attorney can offer is advice on who might be appropriate to serve in that role as trustee. And then the other thing is failing to consider all of your assets. So if you forget an asset when you go to set up the trust and fund the trust to put the assets in the bucket, that can cause your family to have to go through probate. So it's important that you're organized when you set up the trust, that you spend the time, you invest the time to gather all the information together on all of your assets. Make sure that all of your assets are properly considered, and addressed in your estate plan. Now, why is an estate planning attorney crucial in this process, baking the cake? So think of us as the master bakers in the kitchen of estate planning. We have the expertise to understand the complex laws involved, to personalize your trust to your family's particular needs, and to foresee and eliminate potential issues that might come up. We ensure that every ingredient, your assets, your beneficiaries, your trustees, and your wishes are perfectly blended to create a trust that truly reflects your intentions. So to bake the perfect cake, if you will. So while writing your own living trust might seem like a cost-effective solution, the risk of making a mistake can be very costly for you and your family. So to ensure that your trust is set up correctly and efficiently, reach out to an estate planning attorney. If you're in Georgia, we're happy to help you. We're Smith Barid LLC, and we're here to help you navigate the complexities of estate planning with expertise and care. So contact us today if you want our help. You can follow the link in the description below to set up a free discovery call to see how we might be able to help you bake your cake. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video from the estate planning guys.